Say who you are first.
Derek Ross, Teddy Teddy, Ashid Ashitak, Waco Tatsak. That's it. So I said, Derek Ross, Teddy Teddy. Derek Ross, my name is Ashid Ashitak. How are you all? Waco Tatsak, I am Waco. Yeah, Waco Tatsak, I am Waco. Yeah.
So instead of Waco Indians, Waco Indians,
Yeah.
Waco Indians, it should be what? Or just natives?
So yeah, don't say Huaco anymore, or don't say Hueco anymore. That's incorrect. So no need to even say it.
So how do you
say the correct pronunciation of Waco is Waco, like with Waco.
Waco.
So if a person says who's Waco, if you say Waco Tatsak, it's Waco I am. Like it's my
Waco I
identity,
am.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to be called native or
Yeah, so
Indian?
it's the same question for Black America.
Yes.
So people, I'm just saying, in
No, you're
Kansas
right.
City they have a Negro baseball museum, but my friend Art Hooker, I wrote an article, and he said you don't want to use the word Negro because Christianity came to my tribe through the Muskogee people. That's a different tribe. And the history books say a Negro man shared the gospel with this Muskogee man, and the Muskogee people brought the gospel to the Wichita people.
Wow.
So my friend Art Hooker, he said, 15 years ago you could say Negro, but I'm just saying,
Right, of course.
here. But he said, but nowadays you probably wanted to say, a different word. So some black people don't want to be black, like my friend, my other friend, he says, I'm not black. This is not black.
That's not black.
But,
So what is he? How does he identify himself?
But so back to the parallel. So some people, for African American, Black American, whatever. Some people are okay with it.
Yeah.
That's the person. For Native Americans, I'm also in the middle. I don't really care.
Yeah.
If someone was to say, "Are you a Native American?" Sure, yes. Are you American Indian? Yes. Are you indigenous people, First people, whatever people? I'm okay with that. But if somebody was to say, "What do you prefer?" I would say, "I'm Wichita."
That's it.
Yeah,
course.
because that's who I am.
That's
I'm
it.
Wichita, So
Yeah.
I am in the category of First Peoples. I'm in the indigenous category. I'm the First Americans and Native Americans and American Indians, But I'm Wichita, I
Yeah.
speak Wichita, I'm Wichita from birth, So that's what I would say.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Derek.
Yep, no problem.
Wow, thanks for sharing that. That's like so powerful to have knowledge about that now. So
Yeah, and about 130,000 people here in Waco. I talked to people. I was a missionary in the Philippines for 20 years. We came to America in 2021. So I've been in Waco since about 2021. And I talk to people like this every single day, Walmart,
Sure.
wherever, Home Depot. And I ask people, just like I asked you, first thing people say is, Waco, Waco, please.
That's what, honestly, that's what we were taught in school.
Yeah,
Literally.
exactly, yeah. And so there's a lot of things you learn about Black Americans, Native Americans, women, I spoke over here at a thing, and a woman said, I said, a picture of my grandma over there. I said, when my grandma was born in 1919, Native American people weren't citizens of the United States, nor did they have the right to vote. And then I said to this group of people, I said, Black Americans became U.S. citizens in 1861 and could vote in 1861. How was life and all that? How did it roll out? Probably it was difficult, but they were Americans at that point. Native Americans didn't become Americans until 60 years later after Black Americans. People don't know that. This woman stood up in the crowd and she said, almost like heckling me, she said, well, at least you could vote before women could vote, and I don't know everything about history, so I had to go do some research, and she's wrong. Women became citizens of the United States and had the ability to vote prior to Native Americans.
Wow.
Puerto Rican citizens became U.S. citizens before Native Americans. This is the 100-year anniversary that Native Americans became U.S. citizens.
wow.
And so, so I work for Baylor as an indigenous scholar in residence.
Sure.
Yeah.
Some stuff with the city of Waco, and my goal is to have a history center here in this. There's 100 acres that they're redeveloping, $2.5 billion, And so I'm just saying,
Where is that going to be?
this road here all the way to the river and about to that, that whole area right there, it's 100 acres.
That's amazing.
But if they have a Black American story, I mean, they got the, what's his name over there? Across the
Doris
river,
Miller.
If Indian Springs Park, I'm just saying.
Right.
You can, it's okay,
Yeah.
They have thing that they put in, installment or what they call it. It's some men on horses. There's a black man, there's a white man, and there's a Hispanic man. It's Indian Springs Park.
Right.
Yes, that is so goofy.
Absolutely.
They didn't think
And
of
there's
that.
nobody thought of
No
that. It's
recognition.
Waco, Texas. That's an Indian tribe. You know, and so it would be like, I mean, it's not going to be like anything. It's like it is. It's
Yes, it is.
It seems strange, but
That is strange.
it's just
Like
way
the
it
more
goes.
you talk, the more you collaborate, you can get clarity on everything, right?
So that's, and there has to be grace. And, you
Oh,
know,
yes.
But I will say, grace not needs to end, but we got to move on and get some education. You know?
Yeah, there needs to be grace, there needs to be education, there needs to be equity,
Yeah.
so that everybody can have exactly what
And
they
the
need to
correct
represent.
knowledge because
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I learned in
Yeah, and
1975 when I was in
Right, and
in
I'm
school.
60 years old, and I got some friends here, new friends, who are cowboy, white guys.
Yeah.
And it's hard to educate people who are 80 years old. It's hard
Yeah.
to educate people who are 60 years old. But the people who need to be educated is
The young
your age category.
That's it.
And really kids.
Oh, of
Little
course.
Kids came and had to mark off a little thing on a little passport deal.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
And talking to those little kids, that's the kids, because I'm going to be dead in 20 years, probably, I mean, maybe, I don't know, if I get that long.
Right.
But little kids, if you educate little kids today, about anything, those kids are going to be the next generation. So
Yeah,
that's the-
and they need accurate information, not something that's
What's your
made
name?
up. Mary Evans.
Mary Evans.
Now,
yeah.
is it okay if I